Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Elm Creek. Problem is you can't go and sell the stuff afterwards. This is what I would consider to be a bit of an issue. But I mean, I suppose we can always empty it out and then we can do something with it after that. So we're going to need to put lime on this little field here, plus the two fields up there. We'll just quickly get that spread on there. This won't take but a minute. Now, this will spread nice and easy. We can put the lime on this field without any problem. And then we'll also be able to go and put lime on the one field that's next to our farmhouse. Okay, I can't quite get this in two. This is really bad driving, this is. Look, I've got bits all over the place now. We can't quite put, can't quite put what? Right, there's that field done. So now we want to go up and do the next field just up here. And we're going to test this first, though, on the other field. Can I get through there? Okay, not quite get through there, but that's fine. It's this one here. I just want to test this one. Nope. You cannot apply lime after you've planted something. So if you've gone and planted something, that's it. You are then committed. If you want to put lime on the field, you have to do that before you do any planting. So I'm just going to set the hired help going with that one. And then I'm going to skip over to this one with our trailer. And we're going to move down out of the way. We're going to do we're going to do a crop there on the one that's being spread with lime currently, and then we're also going to do another one after. I'm just going to jump off of there. I think we might sell this header trailer, because we don't actually need it. The combine can get everywhere that it needs to go. We're also going to plant something on this field, and then once we've done that, and we've grown a crop on here, we'll then turn this field into a bigger yard, and we're going to put some greenhouses down here, and we'll also put some bees in here, things like that. We're going to want to start expanding the farm a little bit, and having some more buildings around here, and stuff like that. Now, that header trailer, we don't actually want that. This is all of the mods that we've now got. We've got the trailer packs that have come out and so on. I'm not currently seeing any newer ones, but there we go. Machinery. We have a Magnum AFS series. We've got a hay turner, and we've got the Schumacher Rapid 580. 38,000. That's not bad. Right, how do I see the machines that we own? Where's our garage? This is mods and DLCs. Oh, least. No, least. Garage. There. This is this stuff we own. I thought this was something else. Header trailer in there. That's 800 euros. I'm not going to bother taking that one all the way back to... I'm just going to sell it right here. So I'll just sell that one immediately, and then we don't need to worry about it. So that up there has now finished. We go and take a look at that one. We've got 13,000 litres. It appears that we actually now use slightly less lime than we used to. Unless there's... Oh! Oh no! I know why we've hardly used any lime. Because... this is all on easy settings, and I've also got this set on it's in this one. I've also got this set on the AI, will buy everything. We're going to keep that, though. We are going to keep that setting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the Bredel as the go-to machine for doing lime, and we will buy a second spreader of some kind for doing fertilizer when we need to go and do some fertilizer. So we'll take this one over here for now, and we will park it down here behind the shed. I'll just put it down here. We're gonna want sheds and stuff like that. So what we will end up doing is we will end up having a decent yard. We will build a bigger yard. So we'll have this. We will probably convert the other part of the fields over there as well. Let's just take a quick look on the map up here. Let's come off of this one. I don't like seeing all that bright red everywhere. It looks terrible, doesn't it? that one... Oh, no, it's because it's cultivated. Because it's already been cultivated, I can't put the spader over it. It doesn't like me to do that. So we will just leave that one, and we'll plant that one ploughed, potentially. I mean, we could... we haven't got a plough. I wonder if we could plough it. If I was going to use a spader on it, I'd have to... No, we'll leave it like it is for a minute. And there's nothing else that we want to do here. So I'm going to... Actually, we don't even need to do that, because there's another mod that I've got that I want to show you in just a second. But what I'm thinking on here is... We've got this area here around the farm. Now, it's a little bit crowded in places, but I feel that these 3 fields would be ideal for sort of making a yard. But we've also got here 47, 48, and 49. Now, if we go and take a look at those fields down this way, we can get to them here. And then these are quite level as well, so we've got scope for expanding our yard out this way. We've got a stream that runs through the yard, which I actually really like. I like that idea of sort of incorporating that into our build. And then if we go over this way as Deere there, we have a bridge that comes in from the yard as well, so you don't have to go through the water all the time. Again, something that I actually really like. And we could then sort of turn this into a much larger farm. Now, something else that we do also have now is the Sleep Anywhere mod, which is brilliant. It's just left, shift, and Z. That was left control. Left, shift, and Z like that. What time do you want to wake up? I would like to wake up at 8 a.m. So this is going to take us through until October the 1st, because we're on 2 days per season. I was wondering about doing a series with 28 days per season, but honestly, I don't think that would be interesting or entertaining in any way, shape, or form. I don't think anybody is going to be wanting to watch that. Now, I've got weeds on there, and in order to get rid of weeds, I think... Actually, I don't know if you can use a mulcher to get rid of weeds. Something that we'll test in just a second, but if we go and have a look at in here, weeders pull out small grown weeds between crops, and they can only be used in the first growing stages of crops. So in theory, we should be able to use a weeder on this field. There's not much point, I don't think, because I believe the weeds will come back again afterwards, so we may as well just leave it like it is. But there is one thing that we can test very quickly, and that is we can find out if the weed, the mulcher, will actually get rid of weeds. We're not going to be doing this series as an organic series, which means that we'll be able to go and test all of the fertilizer spreaders and things like that. Something that I have been told that I wasn't aware of is that there is a little bit of the sprayer control mod has been added into the game as well. So that one's 4,200 litres, and it has a 36-metre boom on it. This one has almost a 50-metre boom, and good gravy, 50 metres! That's insane! And a 9,000-litre tank. So you got that bad boy right there for self-propelled. The sprayer control allows you to turn off sections of the sprayer, which is something that I think is really cool. Something that I would like to experiment with. So that's something that we will take a look at. We're not going to do it just at the moment, but it's something that we will take a look at some point. So I'm just going to leave that ticking along a little bit faster, and I want to go over here, and I want to start up the mulcher and lower it down, and let's see. It does actually mulch off the weeds. Will it do that with a hired help? Because the mulcher goes on everything. Like, it will chop through everything. No field found. Now, it's not because there's no field. It's because there's no weed that it can do anything to. Yeah, so we'd have to do this manually, and I'm not sure if it would work. So if I just do a little bit of a drive around like this... and then I stop. We can just take a look at the map, and we can have a look and see if that has... It has. According to this, there is no weeds there at the moment. Now, I'm not going to do that with the mulch. If we've got to manually do the mulching, we won't bother with it. But it is interesting to note that the mulcher does also mulch down the weeds. Now, whether or not that would be effective in removing them for longer periods, I've absolutely no idea. I very much doubt that that would work. So we'll just unhitch that one there. And we'll now take a look up here. So we've got weeds grown back on 46. So we're going to want to spray that, or we're going to want to do something with a... Actually, I'll tell you what, with that one, let's go here. We'll go and get a weeder. Rather than... We know how weeders work. Let's get a sprayer, and we'll see if the tractor-mounted sprayer works the same way as the other ones, and we've got like a sprayer control thing. So we'll go and get one of those, shall we? So you can drive over that way, and then while you're driving, I can come down here and we can have a look at the sprayers. So this is the various sprayers. We've got quite a few different options. You've got a tank on the front, which gives us an extra 1,500 litres. We've got the 1,200 litres that we have with the basic tank anyway. That car very nearly took us out then. Nice selection of hardy tools here with the sprayers. I like this. So that one there with a 4,500 litre tank. This one with 5,200 litre. And then we've got the Berthoud. Is it Berthoud or Berthoud, I'm guessing. That one's a 4,300 litre tank. Now, that's a 36 metre boom on that one. This one is between 27 and 33, so you're optional. And that one's the same. So this one's a wider reach, smaller tank situation. Smaller tank than both of these, actually. And then that one over there is a 24 metre boom. So that's the one that I'm going to go for at the moment anyway. License plate, we won't bother with that one just now. So let's buy that one. Yes. And I'm not going to go and buy the tank for the back because I brought my front weight with me. So I'm just going to do it like this, and then we will drive back. So first up, let's just hook that one on like that, and then we'll have a look here. Partial width. You first need to fill the tool. So how do we use the partial width? Change work width, Control Z. There, Control Z, and you get to choose how much. 24, 18 meters, 12 meters. That's absolutely fantastic. Built into the game. That's absolutely brilliant. Completely built into the game. I love that. I really, really love that. So if you're doing like an angled field, you're doing it manually, you can make your adjustments however you like. When you're doing that final pass down the side of the field, you can turn off half of your sprayer if you want to, so that you're not overlapping a whole load of spray. Things like that. That is absolutely brilliant. Now, I'm hoping that our mod that we've got over there, the Stevie mod, the silo, will actually have some herbicide in it as well as one of the fill options. And then we can use that on the fields. And we can go and spread a load of stuff on there. And I don't know if putting herbicide on the field before you plant stops the weeds coming through after you've planted. Let me just turn off those beacons. I'm not sure about that. Don't actually know if that's the case or not. So we'll find that one out. I just wanted to look at the weather forecast. So we have October here. We've got 26 degrees in November, 24, 22, 11, 6, 3... So it's getting colder here, and we've got snow forecast for December and January. So there's a good chance that we are going to end up with some decent snow on the ground, which means that we'll get to have a little play around with that as well. First up, let's get over this way. Can I open this one in any way? Let's have a look. Right, it doesn't actually let you open that one. I pressed N and nothing opened. Now, do I have herbicide in here or not? No. Right. Didn't think I would, to be honest, after I thought about what I was doing for a moment. The reason that I didn't think I would is because there is actually a silo that will hold that. Is it a silo? container. This silo can be filled with fertilizer. This silo can be filled with liquid fertilizer. 46,500. This one here with different products takes seed or the cattle feed one. And then I got that one on the end, the lime station. This is actually the Stevie one. So it's this one here that we want. We do have tools in here. We've already looked at those. It's container. Liquid fertilizer tank, 46,500. I don't have 46,500, so I've either got to borrow money or I got to steal money. I don't think there's any way that I can steal money. I could get the government subsidy thing so that money doesn't become a problem for us, but I don't actually want to resort to that just yet. What I'd like to do is I would actually like to be able to have this series as one that we can turn a profit on eventually, even if it does take a little while. Now, being sensible, I should just go and buy a tank of this stuff from the dealership. But I'm not known for being sensible, so why break the habit of a lifetime and start doing things like that now? So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to bring this one over here, and we will place this one close to the grain store, because putting your liquid fertilizer next to the grain store is the most sensible thing that you can do, isn't it? I'm sure it is. I'm not listening to the naysayers. You know I'm right. So let's not have any naysaying. I want to bring you around here. Actually going to put it at an angle like that so that I can get past it fairly easily. And going to plonk that one down. Yeah, just like that. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to go to the construction. I will go to the landscaping and the leveling one here. And I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. I don't think we've actually got anything that will need to be leveled, though. It's a little bit. What I love is that I'm pressing and holding the leveling option, and it's not even removing the edge of the field, which is what it used to do, and now it doesn't do that any longer, which is a brilliant and beautiful thing. So now we can go over here. We need to actually buy some. I got 84,000, so I'm not going to be buying a huge quantity of the stuff, but we click on here. If you just press R on here, I can buy a full tank of it for 229,000. That seems a little excessive. And then you can increase it in various amounts like this. There's 1,000, there's 2. I'm going to buy 5,000 litres. There's 6,600. I'll buy that. Yep. And that's got me some in the storage that I'll then be able to go and use. So let's go and fill this one up, because we can only put 1,200 litres in here at a time. Bring that back round a little bit. It'd be nice to have eventually some places that we can some places that we can go and put all of our different machinery and things. So we bring this one out. Control Z, remember, to change the width of this one. It should we so desire. We don't actually so desire right now. We want to just hurry up and get this sprayed onto the field. So we're the 1st of October at the moment. You know, I'm actually thinking that we might go to sleep before we do this, because it's getting later in the afternoon. Let's check the forecast. You don't really want to be doing this job in the rain, and it's going to rain or snow continuously for the next 90 days. So we'll just do it like this instead. I just realised I really am that stupid. I've been talking about spraying off the weeds, haven't I? I've been talking about spraying off weeds. And what have I done? I've gone aboard a fertilizer tank and I put fertilizer in it. And I put fertilizer in here. And now I'm spraying the field with fertilizer. And I'm wondering why the weeds aren't being killed off. And it's literally only just occurred to me that the weeds aren't being killed off because I'm putting fertilizer on the field and not weed killer. I really am dumb as a chimp sometimes. I really am absolutely dumb as a chimp sometimes. Okay, we'll work with this, we'll work this. We can do this as though we had planned this all along. So I will bring you back round here. I'm actually going to slow time down a little bit now. Like that. And we're going to bring this one along here. So I am trying to see where I have spread. Why does the lime and everything else cover up the fertilizer? The fertilizer is the only one that, like, it all shows through, doesn't it? It really bugs me that the lime and the ploughing thing is covering everywhere on the map. I don't like that. I'm hoping there's going to be a fix for that. So field 46 on there. Let me have a little look here. So if I go, we got partial width right there. Go to 18. It does do the outside edges on both sides, so you've got to kind of like adjust accordingly. So I'd have to move my section over if I have the two outside sections gone. So I'm going to do it like that. That's what we're going to do. And then start spraying. And I'm now spraying at 105 litres per minute. So less than we were previously. We'll check once we get to the end of the field whether or not we've sprayed enough on the field here. I'm hoping that we have. And then we can also go over and go and do the next one as well. See if I plant get enough, a little help can go a long way. See, I don't know. We got these achievements, and you can go back to the main screen to have a look at the achievements that you've acquired. But I don't know what the achievements actually give you. Like what you've got to, not what they give you, what you've got to do in order to get these achievements. I'm not quite sure what goes on with that. Right. We've done that little bit. Yeah, in the main menu, it just tells you what the achievements are. It doesn't actually tell you what you can do with them to, what you need to do in order to be able to get them. That's the bit that does bug me a little bit. It would be quite nice if we could find out what we've got to do to get said achievements. Right, so if I go in here and then I press I do love that I can empty the fertilizer back into the tank there. That is a really cool little feature. Now, this one in here. We got Imperial and you got US. I'm assuming that that means that that's all in gallons on there and it's not in litres. At least that's the assumption that I'm making on it. So I'm going to go over to here and then lift. Oh no, it's not that one that I want to go to. It's over here. So refill silo, enter vehicle. So if I go here, it doesn't give me an option for changing. I don't think it did beforehand anyway. Which means that if I'm going to be able to purchase herbicide, I don't think we've got a tank that we can put this, because this can be filled with liquid fertilizer. Fuel storage and used to refill. So there's petrol tanks there. Stainless steel fertilizer. Different products. Water tank. Lime station. I don't think there is one that we can use for herbicide. Which is odd. I don't know why we can't have a supply of herbicide, which means that I do actually have to go back to the thingy to get some herbicide, which I don't like. Is there no tank for herbicide anywhere? It won't be one of those, is it? Apparently not. Apparently we don't get to have herbicide. We're not allowed to use that. So what we will do instead is we will take this one over here. Now, a herbicide tank is 2,000 litres. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the tractor back over here. And I'm going to unhitch the front weights there a minute. Lower that one down. Like that. And then I'm going to send this one off the shop. And we're going to buy, not only are we going to buy a thing of herbicide. So first of all, let me just go there and set destination here, like that. So he's going to drive off over there. And then while he's driving off, we are going to go into sprayers, and we're going to buy the tank extension right there. 5,000. Okay, so that one holds 1,500 litres and the other one holds 1,200, which means that we've now got just enough space to be able to hold one of these pallets right here. So the herbicide's 2,000 litres. We've got Epso Top Liquid Fertilizer. So it's liquid fertilizer. Oh. Liquid fertilizer on a pallet. 2,000 litres of it there, 6,000 litres of it there. And then solid fertilizer, 750 in a pallet. There's more seeds. We've got saplings, silage additive, mineral feed. Can be added as part of your total mixed ration. See, those, they add extra bits. I don't even know fully what they do yet. And then you've got the big bags right here, which I think is really cool. So they're 1,000 litres each, apart from the lime, which is 2. So that's solid fertilizer in the bag there is 1,820, and then in the pallet is 1,920. So you have to pay a bit more to be able to have it in pallets rather than bags, which is another really cool little feature. So just so much attention to detail has gone into this. It's absolutely amazing. So I want to go details right here, and I would like to buy one of those. Now, these here, they don't give you the option to buy multiple pallets, which you do get with some of the other ones. So it was a little bit disappointing with that bit. We don't have the ability to gain additional pallets if we want it. There's also, well, the herbicide not being able to have a storage tank on the farm, I don't particularly like that either. I will be honest. Not a fan of that idea. Let's get 1,200 litres out of the tank there, and then we get some more here into that one. But there are a lot of little things that have been added into this game. A lot of little tiny details that really do make the game for me. Yeah, I know we got a few bugs in the game, well, not early access now, it's a full release game. But you're gonna get bugs in the game. You're just going to have bugs in the game. And I've seen some people saying, well, they should have tested it. They obviously haven't done any testing at all. They have done testing. They've tested on their systems that they've got. But you've got to remember that not all systems are identical. And you've got to take into account the fact that just because it forms... you can tell this just by the responses that we're getting online, with different people saying different things. I'm getting a bug doing this. Other people saying, well, I'm doing the same. I got the similar setup, but I'm not getting a bug. Well, the reason that some people are getting bugs and some people aren't is because every system is different. You've got different hardware. You've got different configurations in your Windows settings. You've got 101 things that are different, and it is not physically possible to go and test every single configuration of every single system. You cannot do that. The number of bugs that are in the game are minimal compared to the last version of the game that we had. Right, there's a very small amount of bugs in this one compared to what we had previously. Yes, there are actually a lot of bugs, so I'm not going to say that there's not a lot of bugs, but overall, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a vast quantity. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.